During the Transfiguration, Peter, James, and John were astonished and afraid at what they saw high on the mountaintop that day. It was probably the first time they really understood so completely the radiant divinity of the man with whom they followed, ate, and lived with. And what they saw was Jesus being transfigured or transformed into his true self through the love of his Father, his face shining radiant like the sun. And in this grace moment, they heard the voice of God affirming that love, saying, "This is my Son, the beloved. With him I am well pleased. Listen to him." Like Jesus, we are also beloved by God. This perfect love can transfigure or transform each of us into the beautiful persons God created us to be if we are open to it. I wonder if you can imagine in your prayer today, God saying to you, "You are my beloved daughter," or "You are my beloved son." This passage has always been special to me and has come to mind in times of joy, but also in dark and difficult moments. And in those dark moments, I was graced to remember that, like Jesus, I am beloved of God. I am beloved, warts and all. And the experience brought light and hope into the darkness. We are beloved not only for our goodness, but also for the messy and broken parts of ourselves too. Can we allow God's healing light to shine into these vulnerable and wounded places? The Lenten journey is not about sacrificial white-knuckling it, but it can be an invitation to grow in humility of our need for help and healing, whether it be from a friend or from a professional. Even Jesus needed Simon to help him carry his cross. What if we don't feel the love, feel beloved? What if our transfiguration moments on the mountaintop are just too far and few between? Another image of Lent is that of a desert, and in the desert there can be dryness. However, the dryness can also be an invitation to a deeper conversion of heart. If we take that step of faith and trust that God is there with us and will be with us, even if we don't feel it. Sometimes it's just a matter of opening our eyes to recognize and see the light and love that is already there. Grace, real love, transforms us and also calls us to give it outward to the other. Our real love for others, with no strings attached, holds the opportunity to also transform them into the beautiful, radiant people they are called to be. Desmond Tutu beautifully wrote that God places us in the world as his fellow worker agents of transfiguration. How are you called to shine God's love and compassion into the world around you as agents of grace today? Peace be with you.